Now, the escalating Iran-Israel conflict puts the United States in a precarious position, facing intense pressure to intervene even as it seeks to avoid another costly entanglement in West Asia. At the heart of the dilemma is the question, will America be drawn into the Iran-Israel war? Now, US President Donald Trump convened a high-level National Security Council meeting on Tuesday that lasted for over an hour. Hours before the meeting, Trump said that the US has complete control of the skies over Iran. He called for unconditional surrender from Iran and said he knows exactly where Supreme Leader Khamenei is hiding but will not take him down. In a post on Truth Social, Trump said, and I'm quoting him here, Iran had good sky trackers and other defensive equipment and plenty of it, but it doesn't compare to American-made, conceived and manufactured stuff. Nobody does it better than good old USA. He hailed the use of US-made weaponry, although without explicitly mentioning Israel. Trump's remarks come hours after he said that he wants to end the Israel-Iran war and not go for a ceasefire. The US Embassy on Israel struck by an Iranian missile on Monday. The first strike on an American diplomatic facility in this conflict points towards an escalation. Though at least so far the US has spoken of restraint, there is no denying that powerful forces are pushing America closer to deeper involvement. First Israel's call, Prime Minister Netanyahu has formally requested US military to target Iran's deeply buried Fordo uranium enrichment site. The Israeli officials confirmed that they lack the capability to destroy this facility independently. Secondly, there's mounting domestic political pressure on President Trump from within his own party. Former Vice President Mike Pence stated that if Israel needs US help to destroy Iran's nuclear program, the US should be prepared to do so, calling Israel its most cherished ally. Republican senators and hawks in Washington have urged Trump to go all in, including providing bombs or flying with Israel, and not to be missed the direct attacks on US interests, such as the attack on the embassy in Tel Aviv. Looking forward, Tehran could also attack international shipping in the Gulf or Red Sea, triggering a global energy crisis and potentially forcing US intervention. But the US entering the conflict carries immense dangers. Iran has vowed retaliation against any country aiding Israel. About 40,000 US troops in West Asia with their bases, embassies and naval vessels face immediate missile attacks from Iran or its proxies. If Iran feels its regime is existentially threatened, it might accelerate its nuclear program to develop a weapon, leading to an even more dangerous security landscape, and an economic fallout would be global. The Strait of Hormuz, which is a crucial choke point for 20% of the world's oil, could become a war zone, causing energy prices to spike and destabilizing global markets. Tensions simmer and Israel presses forward, and the risk of regional war spiraling out of control with potential US involvement remains dangerously real. This crisis could very well define President Trump's second term.
President Trump is weighing a potential military strike against Iran as tensions in the Middle East spiral. On Tuesday, he met with top national security officials at the White House Situation Room. And sources say at this point, all options are on the table, including targeted action. Earlier, the president posted online that the United States knows about the location of Iran's supreme leader, but is choosing not to act before ending his message with quote-unquote unconditional surrender. Meanwhile, U.S. aircraft, including B-52 bombers and surveillance drones, have all been repositioned toward the region. CENTCOM confirms a heightened state of readiness across U.S. military bases, including in Qatar and Bahrain. Susan Tehrani reporting from New York for WION World is One.